Here's a look at some of the top stories we're working on tonight. A suspected burglar makes a run for it, but is hit by a bus in downtown Shreveport this morning. Police say the actions of hotel employees and a City Sportran bus driver helped stop the man from burglary. The suspect, 49-year-old James Dilworth, is expected to recover.
Shreveport Police Chief Alan Crump fires an officer after a pre-disciplinary hearing. Officer Gary Thomas, a 7-year veteran, was terminated for violating departmental policies. We are still working to find out more on Thomas's removal. The police department has not released that.
Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office hosted a fundraiser for members who are battling cancer. Deputy Robert Parker is currently undergoing chemotherapy and radiation for cancer. Angela Grooms, the wife of Deputy Sean Grooms, was diagnosed with breast cancer and has been in remission for some time. The event raised over $23,000 for both families. You can read these stories and more on KSLA.com and on our KSLA News 12 app.
Broadcasting live with coverage you can count on. This is KSLA News 12 at 6.
Shreveport's Park and Recreation Department hosts a backpack giveaway just in time before school starts next Monday. The giveaway was held at Valencia Park Community Center. SPAR partnered with Caddo Magnet High School to host the event and give away free backpacks and supplies. Event organizers say it's all an effort to give back and show concern for one another.
Saying we have a lot of people, man, that really need help. You see what I'm saying? And oftentimes what people, I think people kind of get in a bubble and they focus on just themselves. And it's natural because, you're in your body, you're in your mind. But we have a lot of people that are in need, and we're all actually in the same boat. So we can't just look at one end of the boat and be like, well, it's a leak down there. I'm not going to worry about it because the water's not by my feet. But we have to be concerned about one another.
SPAR also had free food and games for those who attended the giveaway. It's a great time to shop in Texas. Tax-free weekend starts today and runs through Sunday all across the Lone Star State. It offers shoppers a break from the state's sales tax and could come in handy for parents and students who are still looking for items before school starts.
And with that tax-free weekend already underway in Texas, shoppers will, most of them, head to big stores for last-minute supplies, clothes for their kids.
Raycom News Network's Sarah Hines has more from retailers who say this is one of the biggest weekends for them this summer.
It's all hands on deck for Kathleen Locke and her staff at JCPenney's, ready for tax-free weekend.
Actually just got a truck this morning, so we're still actually in the process of getting all that merchandise out. We hired about 25 additional associates just to help us through this back-to-school period.
This weekend across Texas, customers can get clothes, shoes, and school supplies under $100 tax-free. Target also has all of their employees on standby. Brandis Robinson tells us this added bonus makes this weekend the Black Friday of summer.
Pretty big weekend for us. Usually Friday's the smallest day of the week, and obviously Saturdays are really big, huge day. We're busy from open to close.
For retailers, it's big. Some stores like JCPenney are extending their hours. The big sellers, clothes, shoes, and school supplies. Mindy Lloyd is taking advantage of the sale before the big crowds hit.
We tried to get a lot of stuff done, but we get out and go a few special places.
Both JCPenney and Target are prepared.
It feels like we just had it, so we're really excited.
Especially since we've been doing this for so long, we're pretty well versed in it, so we expect it to go very smoothly.
And again, tax-free weekend in Texas runs through this Sunday. For a list of items that meet the criteria to be tax-free, you can log on to KSLA.com. You can also open our back-to-school category on the KSLA News 12 app.
Well, city leaders across Shreveport continue their fight to take back our streets from violent crime through prayer. Councilman Jerry Bowman hosting yet another prayer vigil with the focus on education and a safe school year for Caddo Parish schools. We have a crew that's there. We're going to give you a live look at that in a moment. Here's a look at a little bit of the vigil from last night. It's being held at the one tonight at Grace Family Worship Center on Williamson Way. Now, tonight's prayer vigil, the second prayer vigil in 2 nights, hosted by Councilman Bowman. Last night's service was at New Elizabeth Baptist Church, where close to 100 students, parents, and teachers were there. Bowman says he wanted to host the second vigil tonight in order to accommodate those who live in the southern part of Shreveport.
Caddo Parish is getting set to go back to school next Monday. They will kick off the new school year with their annual Ring the Bell ceremony. It will be held in the auditorium at Fair Park Middle School. That's next Monday at 9 a.m. Next Monday, be sure to share your back to school pictures with us, just as you did here. I did here, right here. You can email us at This picture makes me laugh. I was in first grade, talked a lot. Miss Ferguson's class.
Last week, wasn't it?
Email us at sendit@ksla.com, or you can post them on social media using the hashtag KSLA First Day.
New at 6:30, Arklatex College received a generous six-figure gift from the state of Texas. The Texas Workforce Commission awarded Texarkana Community College with a $300,000 grant. The funds will go towards the college's health science building and simulation lab. The grants give the commission the right to fund programs that will help train future employees for the Texas workforce. Leaders with the college's nursing program say the funds will be used to update training equipment in the health science building.
We need the equipment so that we're able to provide our students with the highest quality education possible. And we need to be able to show our students how to perform nursing interventions and take care of patients, not just on real people, but also in a simulated setting.
The Texas Workforce Commission will award $5 million this year to support similar programs all across the state.
All right, Jeff Castle joins us now. And Jeff, let's just say we need to keep an umbrella in the car at all times over the weekend. Going to be a wet one.
Yeah, and that's your forecast. Back to you, Dominique. No, seriously, the weekend's not going to be a total washout. Tomorrow, maybe not a whole lot of wet weather out there. Sunday probably is going to be a different story. If you're headed out this evening, especially if you live along the I-20 corridor, pack an umbrella if you're headed out here shortly, because this is where the bulk of the rainfall is on live first alert Doppler radar. In fact, pretty well lined up from west to east, right close to Interstate 20. You're seeing some rain now in Marshall. We're going to be picking up some in Shreveport, it looks like, as wet weather just north and northwest of town continues to drop toward Interstate 20. So again, plan on some perhaps a few heavy downpours coming through Shreveport and Bossier City here in the next hour or so. Other heavy showers continue over toward Minden. We've got some heavier rain around Ringgold, even all the way over to Ruston, seeing rainfall along Interstate 20 in that direction as well. Temperatures around Shreveport still where it hasn't rained, a little bit on the toasty side. 92 over on Barksdale Air Force Base. We got 87 at the airport. Right now it's 86 degrees up in North Bossier City. Here's your forecast out on the town this evening. Again, over the next few hours, expecting rain chances. We'll still perhaps have a few showers at 9, although they'll be on the decrease at that point. Temperatures back around the 80-degree mark by 9 o'clock this evening. Back in a few moments, we're talking about your weekend rain and the possibility for seeing some heavy rain in some areas on the way in your forecast.
And we're talking about your traffic right now. 6:30 Friday drive home. Most of you maybe already made it there. DOTD camera, I-20 at Airline. That's Airline down below there. I-20 up top. No problems there on that side of Bossier. We'll keep watch.
New tonight, just as Shreveport is making decisions on the future of the Confederate monuments in the city, Dallas is facing a similar issue.
Yeah, protesters today who want monuments removed from a Dallas park. They rallied today, but as Jeff Ball reports, they were met with counter-protesters and, well, strong words were exchanged.
I want you to ask yourself the question: heritage or hate? Or will we continue for white supremacy to remain? They are standing symbols of a once divided nation that at times still remains at odds. Because they're lies! They're lies! Lies! Paid for by the Daughters of the Confederacy in 1896, the statues feature the likes of former Confederate President Jefferson Davis.
This represents racism and the murder of millions of people who look just like me.
Hermela Haile wants the statues and the monument to come down.
We can say different types of ways how these relics are important, but at the end of the day, they represent a time where I would have been just something you can kill, just be property.
Most of this group gathered at Pioneer Park feels the same way, but not all.
The people that want this taken down, if they get this taken down, well, then they'll go find something else to take down.
Festus Alcock of the Sons of Confederate Veterans says the memorial is an important part of history and his family.
We're taking pride in our heritage and honoring our ancestors.
He says it's not about racism or slavery.
It's a piece of granite and stone that's laid there to honor the fallen. That's it.
Haile and others strongly disagree, saying it's a painful reminder.
Well, if it's just marble and out of the way, then we wouldn't have arguments like this, and it wouldn't be such a hard thing to get rid of.
The protesters calling for the removal of the monument says they are working on a formal petition. Dallas City leaders have not commented on this matter.
Last night on KSLA News 12 at 10, we first told you the Monument Advisory Committee for the Caddo Parish Commission voted down a recommendation that would remove the Confederate monument outside of the Caddo Courthouse in downtown Shreveport. Well, this recommendation now goes to Caddo Parish commissioners, and they will decide if it gets adopted or not. You can find extensive coverage on the Caddo Confederate Monument on our KSLA News 12 app. It's free to download. It's always coverage you can click on.
A World War II veteran in the Arkladeck shares his memories from the greatest generation. Don't miss a preview of tonight's KSLA Salutes. Jeff?
And the end of this unsettled weather pattern is finally in sight. I'll show you when we'll get back to more typical hot, dry August conditions in your forecast after this break. Stay with us.